Yo, what is up guys, welcome back to another video. We're here for round number, 7, but we're here for the Spanish Grand Prix. Let's get into the video. So yes, we are here for the Spanish Grand Prix. If you did miss out the last video at Miami, then a new track, so go click the link up in top right hand corner to go have a look. But we are here for round number 6 of the season, and yeah, Leclerc leads the championship by only 2 points to Max Verstappen after he had a DNF in Miami and it rained the whole race. So yeah, but Charles Leclerc did pick up the win. He only be 1 point ahead if he didn't pick up the fastest lap. We are down in 15th place still with our 20th place finish, but it would have been P15 if we didn't get a drive-through penalty and then speed in the pit lane after. But yeah, Aitken is in P18, so he's basically top of the no point scorers. But now we're going to head into the upgrades. We've got 2 majors, one for the chassis, one for the power chain coming up. And we are just behind McLaren and Haas in the R&D scale, but table. But now we head into the Pirelli Hot Laps, and I'm going to do the autocross again, because I think the other one was a drift, which I'm not very good at drifting. But we now head into the attempt, as we've got to gotta get through 68 gates in 1 minute 32 gold, 1 minute 40 for silver, and 1 minute 52 for bronze. As you want to try and get nice and close to the bollards when you're entering the gates, through the slaloms at least, just because it can shave off a lot of your lap time. And we're driving, I think, the Aston Martin Vantage. Well, obviously you would have seen that, not me. I didn't see that. But we now go into the 25th gate, so we get an SC token. But I've got all the supercars, both on Xbox and on PC. But obviously I've got the safety cars on PC, so that's kind of better. But anyway, now we go down into the next one. We've got about 30 seconds left to get through about 28 gates. We're 43 gates in. And now there's a lot of gates in a row here on this straight, which is quite challenging, but then it's also quite fun because you're just trying to keep hold of the car. As we can actually go over that curve in a supercar, in an F1 car you can't. But now we head through the fast right hander, though it's faster than F1 car. You have to brake a little bit, but in a supercar you have to go quite slowly. But anyway, we're going to cross the line now. We do 1 minute 28, which means we do get the gold score for the first time in this career mode, which is good. But yeah, so that's a full 1,000 R&D points and $100,000. As now we're going to head into the weekend, the F1 weekend itself. There's confirmation of our 1 minute 28.88 and confirmation of our 1,000 acclaim and 100,000 cash. But now as we head into the race weekend, we've got 2 upgrades. I don't know if I did that. For God's sake! I hate rain. We had rain in flipping Miami, and we've now got it back to back for Spain as well. But now we are going to go to the, as we get our acclaim, we're nearly level 5, which is quite good. But now we're going to head into qualifying for the Spanish Grand Prix, and I want to try getting into Q2 if I can, but the luck for me in qualifying hasn't been the best. We've kept either spinning or crashing out of qualifying on the final lap in Q1, so let's try and not do that again. But before we get out on the track, I'm going to show you the setup that I am using. As now, I think I did change stuff, but again I've nicked one from Hayden, but I'm just checking to see if I'm going to change anything. No, but so running 26, 35, 50, 50, negative 250, negative 150, yeah, then running 11, 9, 7, 1, 2, 3, 150 on the brakes, and 24.3, but I might lower them. Yeah, I'm going to lower them, because apparently now, if you put them too high, you'll overheat your tyres a lot. Especially with the new handling model, as this is actually the first race weekend I recorded post the patch that has ruined everything. So yeah, now
okay, track's quiet right now. Let's get out there while it's clear.
As obviously I got this set up before the patch, and now my post patch and the AI are even worse. But anyway, we're now going to head out onto the track, I think. Once I've finished fiddling with the setup, trying to get a good setup on. And
the car settings screen on your multifunction display will allow you to change various settings as you drive. Open the display with the MFD button, and you can then navigate up and down to the setting you want to change.
New component, running the same components as we ran in Miami. As now we head on to the first run. As you can see, the wheel's glitching again. I have sent a thing out to EA, but they didn't give me a good answer. We'll say that. But now we head on to our first lap. We let the Williams by, I think it was, of the GP or Albon. But we're gonna head on to the lap, and I think this was my best lap. Maybe not, but so as we now go down into the new turn 10, as we missed it got a little bit deep. So we cut back and try to gain more time, as now we go through turn 11. Turn 12, I don't know, but now we go down into the chicane, which they should remove. This bit should be flat, but we come down the final few corners anyway. Going up to the line now, what's it going to be? It's going to be a 1 minute 19.514, which is P8 ahead of Joe Grenier and Alex Albon, just behind Ocon and Stroll. As Hamilton bias, he's on a lap, but now we go to the second lap. As I went for a cooldown lap, then I went again. Recharge the battery to see we're not quite on a good % battery, but it should be okay. But this was my best lap. So first line, we want to run about 199 miles an hour down into turn 1, down to 5th gear, take as much curve as you like. But maybe not that much curve. But as we spin,
we've only got 2 laps of
you want to try to get the whole car over it, just not the tyres on the curb, otherwise you will spin, as I showed. You want to try to get the whole car over that curve. But now we're on to my final lap in qualifying. Qualifying time complete. We're about 300 up as we now go down into the fast left right hand of turn 9. Opening up DRS down into turn 10. We do this a little bit of time on the exit. So we're about a 10th down now, but finally circle green as we go deep again into turn 10, but not as deep as we know we're getting a lot of time. As now we go down into turn 12, and we now come down into the lockup, and I take the layout that it should be. Then again, we probably but we will have to brake for that last corner. As we get a little bit of full damage, and that's pretty much my qualifying over as we invalidated as well. So we qualified P22 then for Spanish Grand Prix. I think I did run this at like 93 AI, but obviously I didn't know how bad the AI were going to be. So when I record the next race, I'm probably going to bump it down in the next episode. But anyway, Jack Aitken gets through in P13 as always. As rivalry, we're still losing to Lando Norris. We're losing by about 5 points, which is a lot of points to be honest. But I think we lost on my claim there, but Jack Aitken gets on. But now let's head into the Spanish Grand Prix.
The Spanish Grand Prix has been a permanent fixture on the Formula One calendar for over 30 years now, and for good reason. Do you remember Michael Schumacher's absolute dominance here in that rain-soaked Grand Prix in 1996? That day he took his first ever victory for Ferrari, and we've had many more iconic moments since. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. An immense lap from Carlos Sainz yesterday puts him in pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Russell, Norris, Ricciardo, Bottas, and Kevin Magnussen, Mick Schumacher, Fernando Alonso, Guan Yu Zhou, and Aitken, Gasly, Tsunoda, Sebastian Vettel, and Lance Stroll, Albon, Latifi, Davies, and Esteban Ocon lines up at the back of the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Right then, so here we are then, sat on the grid, here for the Spanish Grand Prix, as we now look at the strategy, and I'm going to do a hard to medium strategy, as it's only going to be a tenth slower, so we'll try the alternative strategy, try go long on the hards, and then I might even try go to the rain if I can. But we're going to underfuel the car by about half a lap due to the rain, as we will probably save a lot of fuel in the rain. So now let's head into the formation lap. Here in Spain we're starting P21 due to Esteban Ocon picking up a grid penalty as formation lap gets underway. And it looks like it's the two Ferraris, but starting on the front, locking out the front row yet again, as what they did in I think it was Miami or Imola, but Verstappen has to do a good job if he wants to try and you know, try to solidify, try to take over the lead again of the Drivers' Championship, as he can do that even if Charles Leclerc finishes P2. But now we head to the end of now I'm probably going to show the full formation lap, but yeah, there's going to be a chance of rain. It's already overcast, same conditions as what it was in qualifying, I think, but so it looks like it's Ferrari 1-2, Red Bull 3-4, Mercedes 5-6, and McLaren 7-8, as I can see from the mini-map, and Haas 10 and 11. So yeah, all I would do is just try and get a good start. As we now go through into the new turn 10. See, that's the line you're supposed to take, I think, but I don't know. I don't know the ideal line, as that was, I did do a few practice races, but they were like a good few days before I recorded this video. Before I started recording this episode. But now we're heading on to the end of the formation lap, and we're going to come through the final few corners now to line up on our grid slot. As we're starting on the racing line, so we're starting on the more grippier side compared to the likes of Latifi, Stroll and Ocon. But we're just going to try and get a good start. And we're going to line up on the grid now, do a little bit of a burnout. Go down into neutral just to coast the car in, and we get a purple scuff, we're facing towards the wall to try and cover off Ocon, and maybe if we get a good jump on the Latifi then try and get past him. But now we go to 5 red lights for the Spanish Grand Prix, and it's lights out, and away we go as we get a good start compared to Latifi in the first phase. In the second phase we do get boxed in a little bit by Alex Albon, but now we're down into turn 1, running outside, which is not where we want to be. as a lot of the cars are going to start braking a little bit slowly. We have to go off the track across the white line, but nearly, but we don't get a warning for that. There's now Ocon's going to look around the outside as we go through turn 2, and then turn 3 is going to have the inside line, as we just have to suffer the position on our hard tyres. As you see, we went a little bit wide there in turn 1, and I did the exact same thing in Miami, and yeah, I got a warning. Yeah, for that I didn't, because it was lap 1. But anyway, we're down to last by the end of the first sector, which is not where we want to be. But you can see that the AI just gets so much better traction compared to me. As yeah, the AI definitely needs to be turned down. As now we come down into, now go up to the fast right-hander of turn 9. As I'm just trying to keep up with them, and I can't. You see, I'm just deploying the battery as much as I can. As yeah, the start was not good. We lost a place, didn't we, Mark? As Ocon goes up the inside of Alex Albon, Latifi's had a monster start up to P19 even, as his teammates fallen down to P21 after starting P20 as Ocon's taking that place off him. But we finished the lap last as Carlos Sainz leads the way at the end of lap 1, as now you can just see the traction that they get. The gap is already about 8 tenths, already 8 tenths. And I was right up close to them before the chicane, so you can just see how much time I lose just by traction and probably tyres. But even compared to a Williams, which were much better than, as we should be up there fighting like the Haas and McLaren like near the points or so. But we now come down into turn 4, as there's some squabbling going on side by side with Ocon and Latifi, as Ocon does get past Latifi down the inside of turn 5. As now I'm going to stay on board here because we're going to try to catch up to them. But you can just see how much time we're losing. We get some floor damage. You see the gap is a second going through turn 9, as you just see. Oh, he didn't really gain that much, but through here, see the gap is 7 tenths on the apex as they go a little bit deep, because now it's 9 tenths, and it's pretty much a second. Like, we'll see out of here how much time they gain on the exit of the final corner, just by virtue of they have more traction than me, as Sainz sets in the fastest lap, everyone with 20.2, but you see the gap is 7 tenths. Yes, I didn't go out with, yeah, good exit, but you can see just through that. Alright, Mark, shut up. But anyway, you can just see that the gap was like 8 tenths, and even with the poor exit, just through that final corner alone, the AI made about 4 or 5 tenths just out of the final corner alone. But now Latifi and Albon are starting to battle. The two Williams are starting to battle.
Let me know you're okay.
As now we go down into turn 5. Latifi loses the rear end as we've crashed into Albon. We've crashed into the back of Albon, and we're out of the Spanish Grand Prix. For God's sake. Good. This is so not good. You see, on board with Latifi, just loses it on the apex there, as you can just see the crunch from behind as we are out. For God's sake. Why does this happen to me? Anyway. So we are out of the Spanish Grand Prix, and I literally that bothered that my recording stopped. I didn't get the podium celebration, so we don't know who finished on the podium until now. So yeah, this is not so good. I'm just going to talk over Crofty because
difficult call, but I
can't believe what has happened. But
he's just so gifted at getting the most out of his tyres,
Max
and he showed
Verstappen didn't
that
do
today.
well either.
It's time to check out the Constructors standings. Ferrari continue to extend the gap at the top of the table.
Yeah.
There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
We just weren't quick enough. AI had 2 OP on a straight, and yeah. But anyway, Carlos Sainz did pick up the win on his home Grand Prix actually. I think that's his first race win of the season, I think. followed by Charles Leclerc, so another Ferrari 1-2 with Max Verstappen running out the podium. Then after that we got Russell, Hamilton, Perez, Norris, Ricciardo, Bottas, Alonso running out the points, who was just announced he's gone to Aston Martin today in real life. As missing out points got Magnussen, Schumacher, Gasly, Aitken, Ocon, Zhou Guanyu, Yuki Tsunoda, Stroll, Albon and Vettel, Latifi, and Vettel and myself will make it to the flag. Now, for some reason you cannot check the lap times for the AI anymore. But standings wise, Leclerc leads now by 5 points over Max Verstappen, with Carlos Sainz closing in behind, only 3 points behind Max Verstappen now, with Perez in P4. We move down to P16 after getting overtaken by Ocon, and Jack Aitken is still the best of the no point scorers. Constructors wise, we are still P9, and Ferrari now have a 38 point gap to Red Bull. But yeah, Spain not very good. Rivalry wise, we didn't get anything, so Lando gained a full 4 points on us here today. But and acclaim, we're probably going to lose acclaim. Yeah, lost a lot of acclaim. Good game. But anyway, money wise, we're not going to get it because obviously we had a DNF within the team. So yeah, again, not a lot of money that we're earning. We're only earning 35k. Like, literally. That's not good. But as Monaco is only 3 days away, we're gonna... I don't want to do another video on Monaco, or Monaco Grand Prix. I'm gonna do that in this video. But I'm gonna do something different, which you will find out in a bit, as we repurchase the wing mirrors, as I think that one failed. I think I already purchased it. But we're also going to purchase the cylinder head for the powertrain, that will come in for Canada. So we're getting some good upgrades, and that should push it up to the second best engine, in fact, if the other teams don't improve their engine. So yeah, we're not going to advance time to the Monaco Grand Prix. And now, for this weekend, as we head to the motorhome, I'm going to do quick practice for practice. Are you taking the mic? More rain. So, but anyway, what I'm going to do, as we're now the third worst team on the grid. Great. Good. Third tops, I thought. But anyway, so yeah, we're not doing good, but I got all the resource points because I did quick. I'm just going to do quick practice now. But we now get... but yeah, I'm not actually going to do qualifying. I'm going to skip qualifying and just simulate the race. Because I do not want to go out in the rain, because you know what happened last year when I did a wet qualifying session? I binned it. So yeah, but if you did miss out that video, that was all the way back on F1 2021, then I'll leave a link in the top right. But we're going to skip to the race results as we load to a black loading screen, and we go to the results, and yeah, this will be mind-boggling. But first things first, we're going to grab our rivalry thing, as of course we didn't take part in qualifying. So, yeah, we're now a good 11 points behind Lando. So I think this rivalry is pretty much in the bin. We pretty much lost the rivalry. We lose more acclaim for not participating, but saving the engine. So, but we now go to another black screen, and now the race results load in.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging taking the mic this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order.
Schumacher.
It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula 1 action.
Yeah, maybe I should simulate more races. No, I'm not going to. The only reason why I simulated Monaco was because I cannot do Monaco for the life of me, especially with no racing line and sim damage. I'd probably be using like 15,000 flashbacks. I even can't do it in cockpit cam, which is what I did on last year's game. But anyway, we finished P10, so Charles Leclerc picked up the win with George Russell and Max Verstappen finishing P1 on the podium. We've got Perez, Hamilton, Norris, Ricciardo, Bottas, Alonso and myself running out of points, which was surprising. Missed out points got Magnussen, Tsunoda, Vettel, Gasly, Ocon, Jaguar New, Aiken, Mick Schumacher, Stroll, Albon, Latifi and Carlos Sainz, who I think DNF'd. He actually DNF'd, he didn't make it to the flag, he retired in the latter stage of the race. But that means Charles Leclerc now leads the championship by 15 points. He's increased his gap, and the gap between Ferrari and Red Bull has closed slightly. As I go to see the wait, can I actually see the lap times? Oh my god, I can see my lap times. I was doing 1 minute 14s. I should really simulate it more. But yeah, I can't. I was looking to see if I could see what times the AI were doing, but I can't. Which is another bug in the game, I think. I was running into incidents and I couldn't find anything on pit stops. But anyway, we gained 2 points over Lando Norris. We still didn't beat him though. But anyway, it's 18 to 5 points now. As a claim, we finally... No, we still don't level up to level 5, but Jack Aitken of course levels up to level 7. For God's sake, but team will level up to level 9, so that's good. So we only need one more level now before we get to level 10, which means we get a second sponsor. We got our cash payout. And of course we don't... I get all my damage deductions. Great. Good. Yeah, we're not making good money. For this team, we got chassis and powertrain upgrade done on the car, as we now have an aero department event. As a charity has asked if you would be happy to patronise their cause by becoming the face of their latest campaign. Unfortunately, this would mean you're missing aerodynamics department's team building event we had planned. And I'm going to say apologise to the charity. I need to concentrate on the team, and that could bite the bullet. I could get at us later in the week. But anyway, activities we're going to do: second driver PR filming. We're going to attend. We're going to do a G4. No, we'll do aerodynamics equipment upgrade and G-force training for second driver. But now we're going to do some more upgrades, as I'm looking to see what I can buy. As chassis, we got the Monaco structure, which is good, which was a major, so that should definitely push us up the thing. And we also got our rotor magnetic compound for our fuel efficiency, so we should be more efficient on our fuel. But I'm going to do a DRS upgrade, and we'll rush it in before Baku. We rushed an upgrade before Miami, I think, and that went on the car, so that's good. So we're going to try it again, see if my luck is still good. But we've got 697 R&D points left, and we're not going to spend anything because we can't afford anything else. So now we're going to go back to the main menu,
but some of them have
and we're going to advance time. So let's see, do the wing mirrors come on? Fingers crossed. No, they failed. God's sake. Maybe that was just the first time you're purchasing it. But we can still get it on for Baku, so that's good. We're not going to lose any ground. And we're still going to have 2 upgrades on the car. If we do, yeah, the DRS came in. It's good. And we've also got some more. But I'll get another aerodynamics, and oh, that definitely came to bite us. We lost 500 acclaim, but we gained 10% aero morale, so that's good, to be fair. But yeah, now we're going to advance more time to the Baku Grand Prix. I'm not going to do it because this video is already 29 minutes long, but we get the wing mirrors in, so that's good. And yeah, now I can't believe I'm saying this, but we are the 5th best car on the grid. We've got 2 aero upgrades, which should help with our reduce of drag and DRS, so we should have more top end speed. Yeah, so yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I'm definitely going to bump the AI down for Baku, especially with a long straight. But yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, then make sure to please give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I'm trying to hit 100 subs by the end of the year, so subscribing would mean a lot to me. And I'm also trying to push out some Course content out. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.